All right, ladies, welcome back to another Femininity Quickie. I'm Dr. Christina, your one and only femininity coach from LA. I talk all things dating and sex for ambitious women in their 40s. And if you're ready to claim your masculine man and to do the work to be more feminine, to become his perfect match, stay with me and listen to the next wonderful episode. Let's dive right in. So, today we're going to talk about how to make a man tap into his masculinity. So, there are different layers, different perspectives, but in general, like a masculine man, what I mean by that is a man who is not toxic, who is not in an unhealthy way in the leadership role, but he's very strong, very grounded, and also very caring. He's in charge. He takes the lead. He listens. He provides. He protects. He keeps a woman fucking safe and feeling adored. So if you want to learn more about how a masculine man makes a woman feel, I have another episode from the Femininity Quickies that I highly, highly recommend. Anyways, so if you want to have this masculine man, and let's say we meet someone and we're gonna date him, but we feel like, there could be a little bit more. He could be a little bit more in charge. He could be like a little bit more in the leadership role, and we're not sure how to change that because we really like him and we feel like in subtle ways or in some moments he does it already. And I really have to highlight, in the beginning, in my new dating game, right after I broke up with my boyfriend after 7 years and escaped to wonderful Bali, and then I met new men, right? Some of them I feel know exactly what masculinity and masculine leadership means because maybe of the way they grew up, maybe in the way they know how to handle a woman, right? The society got fucking confused. Let's face those facts. We don't know how we have to behave as a woman. We don't know how to behave as a man. The man has to be like sometimes also more feminine to take care of children. And if he's very strong, we say, oh, this is toxic. But also for the women, if they allow themselves to feel emotions, they're labeled just as weak. So, we got confused. And I can understand that so many men, they don't know what to do anymore. And even if they're so strong, at some point they experienced a woman who was like hyper independent and who just brushed them off, and then they feel like, hey, what? I don't know what to do anymore. Of course, we could say like, hey, if the man is very masculine and did the mindset work, he doesn't care and bother. I agree, but it does something to you, right? In the way we are sometimes too masculine and, doing all those things and work and control, they also don't know sometimes what to do. So I really would highlight here that we can support each other. That's why I have this channel. I want to teach you something. I want to help you to find a wonderful man, have wonderful date and wonderful sex. And so we can also help the men a little bit. Everyone needs support nowadays because, everything is fucking messed up. So let's disrupt the disruption of the feminism and turn back the tables. So how can we do that? First of all, we don't want to step as a woman fully in the leadership role of teaching a man how to do things, right? We don't want to become his mother, teacher. We don't want to. We just want to be a date, and maybe potentially in the future partner. So we have to teach him in a way that we're not teaching him. So it has to be very subtle, and it goes through, first of all, through our actions. So the moment we really embrace being a woman and we give and step back, right? That's a part of it. Like we take a step back and we open up space, like giving it more, space, I would say. The man can step in, snack that, and take the leadership. Let's say you would like to go on a date, and everyone's like, yeah, I want to go on a date, and he said, yeah, I want to go on a date, but then you're not gonna initiate. So you give him space to tap into that, right? Or when it's like, hey, what do you want to do? And he's like, yeah, I don't know, what do you want to do? It's like, no, like you can decide. I'm good. I'm gonna trust you that you're gonna make a very good decision for both of us. So that means you step away. So he has to take the lead and fulfill leadership position, right? So then he can step into that. And what I highly recommend, although we know how ambitious we are and how easy it would be to take up the leadership role and to plan the dates, just, call him out, whatever, as I know how easy that is. Have yourself under control, ladies. Don't do it. Don't do it, right? Give him that space. That's the first thing. So you be present with your feminine energy so that he can fulfill the masculine role. And that's the thing. If he's not getting the clue, if he's not getting in charge, I would say if he's worth it and if you really like him or if you see something with him, you can have a conversation. But in a way that also is not like teaching or mothering him, but also in a way that you let him know, hey, I would like to, if you, or I think this is super hot when you do XYZ, right? XYZ, and you do those things, and I feel like so good. You can even describe how he makes you feel when he does those things. Oh my god, I feel like so adored. I feel like so safe with you. When you do those things, I feel like I made the right choice. I feel like so good around you. I would want to see you every day because you do so many great things. You know what I mean? So then he gets the clue to do more of that because he feels like, oh my god, she appreciates me. She appreciates me for the things I'm doing. Let me do more of that. Let me become the hero, And then you're gonna reassure that, like, hey, this is like super cool. Now you're doing this. Oh my god, you know what I mean. Just keep it lighthearted as well, and try to change the energies that way. And if this still doesn't work, then I would say, are you really dating the right man? Is this a man that has so much potential? Evidently. Is there evidence and proof? Because if not, you just, you don't want to do the work the whole time, There's certain kind of points when you can give a reassurance, when you can adjust a little bit. But at the end of the day, if he's not gonna get the clue, I would really question if this is the right man for you. I would really do. I would step away and just look for someone else. I'm honestly because then there's more going on, There's more going on maybe with his beliefs or maybe with his backstory and something that couldn't give you that fulfillment. Because I really think in the beginning of dating, it should be so good and so easy. It should be fun. There should be no pressure. There should be it should be easy, right? And if there's already like a heavy thing going on, I would say no. Because, how big can his potential be when you already have to say so many things, when you already feel like this, in this little ick in your stomach, right? Then I would say no. But otherwise, of course, you can do it in a subtle way. You can, voice appreciation and show him a little bit of more actions to really make him tap into his masculinity and really embrace that. And then keep going. It's a spiral, the feminine and the masculine, it's a beautiful interplay. So and then it goes up and even better and everyone gets closer and you're gonna fall in love and, and all of those things. So keep it playful. But also make right choices. I think this is what you really, if it's not him, there will be another one, right? If it's not him, have the balls, and I know you have the fucking balls, that's why you're here for, and that's why you're ambitious. So have the fucking balls to step away. And also have the fucking balls to work on yourself, right? Have the fucking balls to show up next week, Sunday, for the next Femininity Quickie episode, and have the balls to do the work with me, to find your perfect, amazing, sexy, juicy, the sexiest, hottest man on this planet. You ready? See you next week.